Hello students, welcome to this class. We have seen this Gauss's theorem in dielectrics. The complication of Gauss's theorem in dielectrics is the presence of bound charges or induced charges. See, in this capacitor filled with a dielectric, in addition to the charge Q, we have got a QB and minus QB, which are the induced charges or bound charges. This Q and minus Q are called free charges because they are movable charges. If we apply a larger voltage between capacitor plates, then the charge also will be more because Q is equal to CV. C is the capacitance and V is the voltage between the capacitor plates. So if we apply a large voltage, Q also will be large. When we consider Gauss's theorem, we have to consider this bound charge also, which will be usually an unknown quantity. So in the last class we have eliminated this QB and finally we got Gauss's theorem as integral over closed surface E dot and ds is equal to 1 by epsilon 0 into epsilon r times sum over charge enclosed by the closed surface. These charges are only free charges. So we need not consider bound charges when we use the modified Gauss's theorem. Only thing is that we have to put an epsilon r here. Usual Gauss's theorem is 1 by epsilon 0 times sigma q. But if you put an epsilon r, then the effect of bound charge is also taken into account in this epsilon r. And here we need to take only sum over the free charges only. You can forget about bound charge. Now let us pass on to the next topic, which is the electric displacement field, which is denoted by the symbol capital D. In the case of electric field E, the intensity will depend upon the medium, and we have seen that here this intensity is less than the field in vacuum because the field inside the dielectric due to these induced charges or bound charges is opposite to that of E0. Therefore, E is less than E0. So this intensity of electric field depends on the medium, and this electric displacement field is just like intensity of electric field, but that quantity will be independent of the medium. We are going to derive the relation between D and E, also the definition of the displacement field. For that, let us consider this diagram again, the capacitance without dielectric and with the dielectric. And in the case of with the dielectric, the intensity is equal to, this we have already derived, that is sigma by epsilon 0 minus sigma b by epsilon 0. Sigma b is the bound surface charge density, sigma is the surface charge density, which is equal to q by a, and sigma b will be qb by a. So you will get a q minus qb by a into epsilon 0. Now let us take epsilon 0 to the LHS, then you will get epsilon 0 E, then you get a q minus qb by a on the RHS, which may be written as q by a minus qb by a, and this qb by a is sigma p, and when we have introduced the polarization, we have proved that sigma b, that is the induced surface charge density or bound surface charge density, will be equal to the polarization, which is the dipole moment per unit volume. So we can substitute that here. So this QB by A will become P, and so this is minus P on the RHS. That can be taken to the left hand side. Then it will become plus P. So you get epsilon 0 E plus P, that is here, and on the RHS you get a Q by A. So Q by A is equal to epsilon 0 E plus P. On the RHS you have got two quantities. This E, which is the field inside a dielectric, that will depend upon the dielectric, and P also, which is the induced dipole moment per unit volume, that also will depend upon the medium. So both are depending upon the medium, but see LHS is independent of any medium, that is charge on the capacitor plates, this Q, which depends only on the voltage we apply to the capacitor. So this Q by A will be independent of any medium. So RHS also should be independent of the medium. So this physical quantity epsilon 0 E plus P is defined as a new physical quantity. It is called electric displacement field E. But however, it is independent of any medium. So this Q by A is equal to D. So this is the definition of D field, which is equal to epsilon 0 E plus P. Epsilon 0 E plus P is called electric displacement field. In vector form, all these D, E and P are taken as vector quantities. This relation D equal to epsilon 0 E plus P is called relation between three electric vectors. There is a similar relation in magnetism also that you will be studying in this present syllabus. Dr. Sadish will teach you that. And in that case also there are three magnetic vectors, B field, H field and magnetization M. And there is a relation between three magnetic vectors B, H and M. You will study that relation, and that relation is B is equal to mu 0 into H plus M. That is the relation between three magnetic vectors. So this is the relation between three electric vectors. Three electric vectors are displacement field, intensity of electric field and polarization field P. Actually this relation is true only in the case of isotropic substances. Isotropic means all directions are equally significant. That is, if you move from a point to different directions, then the properties will be same in all directions. Such type of materials are called isotropic substances. And for isotropic substances, there is another relation. It is found that this induced dipole moment is proportional to the intensity of electric field inside the dielectric. That is because for polar molecules, larger the intensity, larger will be alignment. So P will be more when E is more. And in the case of non-polar dielectric, the produced dipole moment due to relative shift of positive and negative charges. That also will depend upon this E, that is this one. In the case of non-polar, this positive and negative will coincide in the absence of electric field, and when we apply electric field, there is a shift of there is a relative shift of positive and negative charges that will be more in the case of larger electric field. So more field means more separation. More separation means more dipole moment. So this dipole moment per unit volume is proportional to E, and that proportionality constant may be taken in this way. For convenience, that proportionality constant is written as epsilon 0 into chi E. Epsilon 0 is also included here for convenience in the next equation that you will see here. And this proportionality constant is called electric susceptibility, chi E. When you study magnetism, you will come across a magnetic susceptibility also, that is chi M. So here we are studying electric susceptibility. So this is denoted by chi E. So chi E is called electric susceptibility. So we can substitute this value of P in this equation. Then we will get D equal to epsilon 0 E plus epsilon 0 chi E into E. Now you can see if you put epsilon 0 here, in both the terms epsilon 0 will be there. That can be taken outside a bracket, and we can write epsilon 0 into 1 plus chi E into E. You can see that this 1 plus chi E is nothing but a relative permittivity, epsilon r. That can be obtained in the following way. If you take a air or vacuum, that is this particular case, then this polarization will be 0 because that is vacuum or air. For air, this polarization or induced charges will be very very small, or in vacuum there are no atoms, so polarization will be 0. For vacuum we can put P equal to 0 and E equal to E0. In that case you will get D equal to epsilon 0 E0. That is written here, and we already know that D is independent of any medium. So the same D which we have calculated using this equation D equal to epsilon 0 E plus P is epsilon 0 into 1 plus chi into E. So this will be equal to this since both are D, so we can equate that. We can cancel epsilon 0 on both sides and take E to the left hand side, then you will get E0 by E, and E0 by E is field in vacuum by field in medium, that is the relative permittivity. E0 by E is relative permittivity. So if you substitute that, then you will get a relative permittivity is equal to 1 plus chi E. So this is the relation between susceptibility and relative permittivity. And if you substitute 1 plus chi as epsilon r in this equation 4, then you will get a D equal to epsilon 0 epsilon r into E. That is this equation. So that is the relation between D and E, displacement field and intensity of electric field. And epsilon 0 epsilon r may be written as permittivity of the medium epsilon. So D is equal to either epsilon 0 epsilon r into E or epsilon into E. So in this class we have studied two important equations. One is D is equal to epsilon E or epsilon 0 epsilon r into E, and the other equation is relation between three electric vectors D equal to epsilon 0 E plus P, or in vector form D vector is equal to epsilon 0 into E vector plus P vector.